Hi, Jang-ho. South Korean President Moon Jae-in is hosting the visiting President of the Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte, at the presidential Blue House as we speak. This is Mr. Duterte's first visit to South Korea as president. Our chief Blue House correspondent, Moon Connyoung, is live on the line for us. Connyoung, what can you tell us?
Well, Devin, you're absolutely right. This is the Philippine president's first visit to this country, although it will be Presidents Moon and Duterte's second bilateral summit after their first back in November last year on the sidelines of the 31st ASEAN summit in Manila. President Duterte arrived here at South Korea's top office roughly 10 minutes ago with his entourage, and really we were all sort of keen on finding out what this president, with his unique sense of fashion style, renowned for his signature leather jacket, of course, that's exactly what he wore as he landed at Incheon International yesterday, sporting all black, would be wearing to South Korea's presidential office. We haven't yet found out, but I think we actually did see him walking in his black leather jacket into the Blue House, but we will be seeing more of the footage in detail in a little bit. So the South Korean president greeted the Philippine president at the front steps of the main Blue House building just moments ago and watched the President Duterte sign the guest book.
Okay, so I guess at this point we're expecting that the two leaders will go ahead with their summit talks, right?
Absolutely. The two leaders during their bilateral summit are expected to discuss various issues of mutual concern, including, of course, the latest developments on the Korean Peninsula ahead of the North Korea-U.S. denuclearization summit next week, as well as strengthening ties in defense, trade, and people-to-people exchange. Now, this as they near a new landmark in diplomatic relations that dates back to 1949. So next year will mark 70 years of diplomatic ties between Seoul and Manila. Now, as for issues in and around the Korean Peninsula, the Philippines has been extremely supportive of the Moon administration's efforts in the peaceful resolution of North Korea's nuclear issue and the settlement of lasting peace on the Korean Peninsula. So we could expect President Moon to show his appreciation for that to President Duterte. The Philippines has always highly assessed the South Korean president's role as instrumental in the latest de-escalation of tensions on the Korean Peninsula. Now, President Moon is also expected to seek the Southeast Asian country's support for his new Southern policy, which aims for more economic cooperation and exchange between South Korea and members of the ASEAN, and expresses hopes that this initiative designed to realize his administration's vision for a people-centered, peaceful community based on co-prosperity will contribute to the Philippines' Ambición Natin 2040. Now, Ambición Natin 2040 is President Duterte's drive to make the Philippines become a mid to high income nation by year 2040 by creating a trustworthy, poverty-free, middle-class society. Now, also discussed will be how to ensure the interest, safety, and security of the Philippine nationals in South Korea and vice versa, of course. Presidents Moon and Duterte will then hold a joint media conference, which will be followed by a dinner banquet and cultural performances hosted by the South Korean president. Devin.